let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about allowing and how that can naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. Of course, give me that Arthur Fonzarelli thumbs up like so I go, hey! And of course, like Rocky Balboa says, hello, I didn't hear no bell. So make sure you ring the bell, because I'm putting content out daily. And of course, make sure you follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video, we're going to be talking all about allowing. Because you know what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis, help you naturally raise your HGH and your testosterone. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor. I'm here to expand your mind and increase your size. So without further ado, I'm here to tell you about allowing. Now, what does allowing have to do with anything? And like I say, it all starts at the root. And that's my particular brand of fitness is where, we're talking about the chakra system. You got the third eye just roaring back there, the crown up there, and you got the heart right there. So you know me, well, I'm touching my heart. I gotta go with the start, man. You gotta always come with love. And I always got to share my matrix hack anytime that I can. And since I got it pumping and got it flowing, I'm going to tell you one of the best ways to get you growing. And when you go out there, anytime you hear somebody on the other line of the phone, you see somebody across from you at the gym, sitting across from you in traffic, wherever you happen to be, the grocery store, line, whatever it is, just intend on that person. Instead of having a neutral thought or any thought, just intend on that person, that soul, to have a beautiful day and go along your way. And that's a beautiful way of letting you know that you're on the right path to grow. And like I'm talking about the chakra system here, we're talking about the penis is on the root. So go ahead and write that down. My particular brand here is all about, you focus on the root and you help everything else grow. Because as we know, whether you're into the whole science or whatever, like I say, man, I don't discredit science, but I don't discredit magic. And with that, you might as well just get me pumped up and let you know that we're going to be growing, because I believe in the mind, muscle connection. And like Paramahansa Yogananda said it, the mind is the wielder of muscle. So, yeah, man, you just feel that growing, you feel that flowing, and I'm getting you knowing that everything is beautiful. Look at them things just snaking out right now. I'm sorry, I got a Pekingese just like looking at my feet right now, so excuse me. But regardless, I'm not letting it steal my flow, because as I like to say, I am magic, I am divine, and I can increase my size. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And like I say, Paramahansa Yogananda, he's the one that says this. Steve Jobs read his book, The Autobiography of a Yogi. And what that all has to do with is, about how the mind is the wielder of muscle. So it has nothing to do with any amount of weight that you lift in your diet, anything that you got going. Just understand it's you that's going to make you growing. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Get me going. I'm here, man. Naked in a chair, getting my pump going. Got a Pekingese over there playing with my wolf. Of course, you guys might want to get on my social media to check that out. I don't like to put my wolf on blast like that. What are you going to do? The wolf's in the heat. And this guy, the Pekingese, is he's a horny little freak. But what are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? So, regardless, you know me, man. I do that Wu Wave flow, the path of least resistance. It's a Tao practice where you just kind of go with the flow of the day. And that's definitely a way that can help you grow. And when we're going with this flow, I'm here to tell you that, you're starting at the root, and how that can correlate into making you a better you. And, like I said, man, a lot of fitness guys out there, I'm not here to preach about what's right or wrong, because like I say, man, there's so many different ways to do it. You just got to find your way. And like I say, man, all truths are true. So you just got to find the ones that make you, you. And, you know, if you're trying to, you know, if you want to listen to that guy that tells you you got to eat every 3 hours, you know, there's collective beliefs to help you achieve along the way. And I utilize these practices as I go, and helps me grow. And these are things that can definitely help you, you know, flow. And when we're going with that, we're talking about, you know, this is a practice that goes beyond and it goes within. And we're talking about the divine. And we're talking about that all the stuff that essentially is out there is already here. And like I say, man, if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. The universe is a mirror, so whatever you're putting out there is coming back to you, and whatever you're putting on in here is coming back to them. So it's a, you know, two-way street, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure you're keeping that, you know, keeping that clear. And like I'm saying here, you know, I got so many other frequencies around me, so bear with me. And I'm just here to tell you that you guys are beautiful. And when we're going with this whole, you know, starting at the root process and just allowing yourself to just have the growth, it's not about getting lost in so many different ways, man. Because like I said, man, there's so many avenues you can follow. And you just gotta not worry so much about, you know, the journey. You know what I mean? Because understand that you got your intentions of where you want to be. That huge piece of meat, swinging at the knees, throbbing at the pecs, making you your best. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of other, like, techniques and exercises that's been around beyond me. And, you know, like, you know, of course, masturbation for manifestation, the super edging, the joking, the Kegels, all these practices, you know, I can teach you more hands-on. I can, you know, put a program into action for you, because everybody's got a different flow to their goal. And there's no wrong way. You got to get this many hours of sleep, buy a ring, and do this and that, and put a, you know, you don't have to get lost in all these gadgets and this holistic rabbit hole of where everybody's at. Because if we can entertain that, you know, if this is a matrix, if this is just whatever it is, you know, why do we gotta just all of a sudden like follow somebody else's beliefs? I mean, essentially, you're creating your own belief as you go, and that's why I say everybody's a collective belief in themselves. And like Rocky Balboa says, nothing's real unless you believe in yourself. So make sure you're believing in yourself out there, because that's really what's gonna help put this all together. And you know, everybody, like, you gotta sleep this many hours, you gotta eat this kind of food. I mean, dude, essentially, man, there's no wrong way at this, man. And there's, you know, you can't think that everybody out there is a robot. And a robot, even a robot can, you know, go beyond its charge every now and then get charged back up to do it all over again. So you ain't gotta think, oh my God, I gotta sleep like this. And you know me, man. Whenever I go to sleep at night, I'm a sleep sorcerer regardless. And I'm actually just waking up to be telling you all this, man. And whenever I go to sleep, man, I'm dripping that DMT, Joe Rogan, and I ain't got to snort for it, jab a vein for it. All I got to do is sleep. And I'm battling out in the astral realms, either my dreams like a Quentin Tarantino movie where I'm trying to put the pieces together, or I'm, you know, I'm able to be my best self, being that huge, massive giant with that, you know, massive muscles, massive piece of meat throb between my pecs, not, you know, concrete crumbling at my feet. And of course, you know, there's a whole bunch of, you know, the astral projection and all that kind of madness and crazy rides that you can get on. But, you know, like I say, man, you know, the fact that I can even recollect my dreams, and I'm not doing any special type of, you gotta have this type of crystal by your bed, and have this type of alkaline water, and you gotta press on your third eye, and this, that, and the other. I mean, you gotta understand, it's really just getting out of your own way. And that's why we're talking about allowing today, is because whether you're allowing, you know, yourself to have dreams at night and drip that DMT like myself. I had a beautiful dream last night, by the way. I don't know, I was talking to some, it's crazy, I was talking to somebody on the phone, believe it or not. And I remember I seen like an Instagram thing, a meme or whatever, that says, do you ever, for how much we're on our phone, do you ever really see it in your dream? I see it in my dreams. And anyways, I'm talking to somebody on my on the phone, and it was this big-breasted, like, I'm talking extreme, you know what I mean, huge, you know, some big tickle bitties or whatever you want to call it. I want to put my huge piece of meat between them pieces of meat, you know what I mean? Be as it may, we were talking on the phone. She was like it was a beautiful connection. Regardless, you know, I woke up, you know, hard. You know, it's a beautiful thing. You know, splitting the sheets is how I love to be when I go to sleep at night. And of course, there was some other things that I got out of it. Dream Dictionary helped me figure that out. But anyways, what we're talking about here is allowing. And when you do have dreams, whether you're even having a nightmare, understand that you're releasing HGH. And that's something that's beautiful. That's definitely going to help you grow. And you can get into this flow within 3 hours, a couple hours, whatever it might be. So you don't necessarily have to sleep for 15 hours like I do once in a while. I mean, my sleep's kind of, you know, sometimes I'll be like at the 8-hour mark, a 7-hour mark. Other days I'm sleeping 3. Other days I'm sleeping 15. Other days I'm getting none. And, you know, like I said, man, the way that I go with it is the mind is the wielder of everything. The mind's the wielder of muscle. You don't necessarily have to be in all these crazy, robotic flow that helps control the masses. I'm here to help you, unplug from the matrix a little bit, let you understand that, this is a beautiful experience that we're living in. And like I say, every single day before my feet hit the ground, go ahead and take this breath with me. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful. And that's what this is all about. It just let you know that if you're breathing, you're achieving. You're going to allow the grow, allow yourself to flow. And that's what this whole, that's what this is all about today, man. It's about getting out of your own way, because I'm saying, man, there's just so many different techniques out there that you can get lost in the, do I got to do it like this? Do I got to become a vegan? Do I got to eat every 3 hours? You know what I mean? And it's just about, find what works for you. Like, do you feel like you want to be somebody that's eating every 3 hours? If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But if you're somebody that, doesn't find it necessary to just all of a sudden change your life to, to something that you don't want, and I'm not saying that, everybody here should want to change. If I could change, you could change. Everybody could change. That was from Rocky IV. You know me. I'm a movie buff, and like I say, man, if I'm getting you smiling, I'm doing something right. The smile is divine. It's made inside the mind. And that's something that you need to understand, that any given time that you get to that, and just every day you should be able to do something to smile anyways. And when you're doing that, you're at your best light, man. That's really when we're getting back to the source of what we all are, man. Because like I say, man, we are divine beings. And whatever's here, whatever's, and like I said, I entertain all thoughts and all ideas. So whatever you believe to be true is, and I'm with you. So like I say, man, whatever's in me, it's in you, it's in the blue. And every truth out there is as true as you make it. And, I'm even listening to just like different of course, esoteric type people out there. And, you start realizing that there's different archetypes for people that you want to go after. Like, some people read books like Tony Robbins, and they just want to embody that character. Or you want to be like Arnold, like, yeah, get to the chopper, put the cookie down. No, there's just so many different archetypes that you can essentially become. And these are just living, I guess you can call them living deities, because I believe that everybody's a god. Don't rule that out. Go ahead and write that down. I am a god. I am beautiful. Because everybody out there essentially is all created in the image of what this really is anyway. So we're just, we're just intended on making our image a bit bigger, a bit better, and more just to be aligned with what we want to be and we intend on becoming. Because my main intention here is to have you guys have confidence, be comfortable being naked, have that huge piece of meat grow and make yourself flow, and let you know that you're beautiful and you got purpose, and everybody out there has a reason to be alive. And like Mickey says in Rocky V, I'm going to go ahead and drop it again. Nature makes no mistakes, kid. And that's kind of true, man. He's like, if you don't want to be here, they'll take you out. That's why I'm saying that you got to allow everything to keep you going, keep you growing, and let you know that you got purpose. And even if you're sitting in a room and you're just holding the space, just intending on people to have a beautiful day, you're doing a lot more than you even know. And that's something that just, you don't have to worry so much if somebody's like, why aren't you talking this and that? Just don't even have these weird, random thoughts, because I entertain that all thoughts are things anyways. And why are these thoughts even floating in the air? And why are you receptive to grabbing them? So I just figured, you know what? We just create just new thoughts, throw them in the air for anybody to just kind of walk through like a huge love bubble that I like to put out anytime I'm in the room. Even when I'm at the gym, I always I'll give you a quick matrix hack. Like, that battle rope thing that people be doing. I don't really use it that much. And the only thing that I do is when I see the rope, I like to make a big heart. And that might sound corny or whatever, but I just feel that whenever I'm doing this, and you can see this on my, I put it on my Instagram story every now and then, but whenever I feel like I'm doing this, I'm already setting the intention that everybody in this gym, that everybody that comes in this room or wherever I'm at is going to feel love in some kind of way and have a beautiful day. And that's all I'm going with. And when you're doing stuff like that, you are essentially changing the matrix, you're changing the world. And I know that's like, even Steve Jobs said it, the people that are crazy enough to believe they can change the world are the ones that do. So I say, how you doing, Steve Jobs, man? That just makes me, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. And I'm talking through Steve Jobs right now, sitting on another Steve Jobs. Every time I'm looking at a Mac product, that's a Steve Jobs. You know what I mean? But regardless, man, you guys are beautiful out there. You guys, we got so much more, things coming along the way, man. We got the holidays here. We got the ho, grow, and that's what we're all about in this flow. Allow yourself to grow. And everybody out there, just get out of your own way today and understand that you don't have to do so many different types of workouts and this and that. Just allow yourself with the intention that it's going to happen. Enjoy the journey while you're on it, man, and just know that you're going to get to your destination of being that huge penis, huge muscled God, manifestation. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, being the beautiful giants that we are, man, heads in the clouds, not worrying about the little gremlins at your feet. Just, obviously not stomping on the wrong person's house or whatever. You know what it's all about. You guys are beautiful. We're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences to come. So make sure you guys get at me in the BCC. Check out my social media. They got a Pekingese that's asleep. He always stops in here every now and then. Got so many more beautiful projects lined up for 2020 and whatever, man. I'm just letting it go and letting it grow. It's going to be a beautiful flow. So with that, I intend on you guys to spread some love today, feel some love today. Make sure that you guys are doing something for yourself, because when you're doing something for yourself, you're helping everybody else, man. And go ahead and smile. I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. And like I said, man, I'll be seeing you around. Peace. Oh yeah, you know what? Before I say that, I'm gonna give a quick plug for my holiday wish list. You know what I mean? If you're feeling merry, go ahead and like I said, man, like they got the red kettle, the red bucket that everybody puts $1 in or whatever at the Salvation Army. Donate if you want to. If not, forget about it. It's got to be essentially coming from you. And like I said, man, if you really want to feel, if you're feeling merry, I got a wish list down there that can really, I'd be really appreciated. And like I said, man, gratitude's the attitude. Don't do anything that you don't want to do. Go with the flow. Allow the grow. And I'll be seeing you on the next one. Peace. Love you guys.